Virus fragments were also found in wastewater samples at 3 housing board flats in Yishun and Hougang. It's triggered mass testing for the over 1,000 residents that started today. Similar swabbing operations happened at 2 other blocks close to 2 weeks ago. Nisha Rahim tells us more.
Residents of Block 745 in Yishun Street 72 started showing up as early as 9 in the morning, some with kids in tow, others with elderly parents. The void deck of their 12-story flat now turned into a makeshift mass testing site. It's after 6 COVID cases were found to live here with virus fragments detected in the sewage. The Health Ministry says there's likely to be ongoing transmission.
We have about 400 residents from 153 units. Right, so they will be swabbed within the next 2 days. Right, so this is something that once they receive the SMS, we also work with the grassroots leaders to reach out to them, to encourage them to come to be swabbed. But so far, the response has been very forthcoming.
The mass swabbing is also rattling some nerves. This nearby childcare centre says parents are not sending their kids for fear of catching the virus.
We usually have 70 kids, but today seems like 10 over kids only. Yeah, and we received messages that they will stay away.
No scared lah. Okay lah. I got children lah. I still get children only.
At the same time, the estate's town council is cleaning high-touch areas like lift buttons and sitting areas twice daily. Now, meanwhile, queues began forming as early as 9 a.m. at Block 507 Hougang Avenue 8. Now, over 700 residents are expected to get swabbed during a 3-day operation. This compulsory testing is also for those from Block 501 close by. Both blocks don't have COVID-19 cases, but traces of the virus were found in wastewater, just like the Yishun block.
So it's only a suspicion based on the traces of the viral fragments in the sewage. And I also want to clarify that this is nothing to do with transmission through sewage. It's actually MOH or the authorities have been testing the sewage to detect whether or not there are traces of COVID-19.
I don't think there should be much of a concern. Yeah. At the same time, I think there's enough precaution taken.
So I think it's a very good efforts on the government side to actually look into it further and not just stop at the swabbing for the 506 case and follow up with this wastewater checking.
Nearly 2 weeks ago, residents at nearby Block 506 also went for mass testing after several cases were found to live there. The exercise picked up another 2 cases.